Yeoman reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto with Julie, Karen, and James, the lead actresses and the writer-producer of the Fringe play You Won't Be Here Tomorrow. What was the inspiration behind the writing of the play, and how did you ladies initially identify with your characters?
Well, I think I wrote the play. There are a lot of like these women out there that I feel like they have a story and it's not being told. So I sort of wrote that with that in mind, and we just had to find the two awesome actors. So,
I get to play an alcoholic, and what really appealed to me about the role was the honesty, the searing honesty, the rawness of the part, and to be able to go deep, and the levels that you have to hit, like in the play. So it really appealed to me. Plus, it's a great role for. These are two great roles for women, over 40. Not that we're over 40.
And I've become an alcoholic since working on the show with the fabulous Julie Lemieux, whose work is so raw and riveting that it just opens me right up. And James has written a script where the stakes are so high, it's just impossible for any fine actor or actress to ignore. So my part is just as challenging in trying to deal with a fellow character who is not just a person but also a disease. And also it's a family story, and I think that family connections are the strongest for audiences to relate to. Those are our strongest ties, and we're stuck with them whether we want them or not. And everybody has family, so it really pulls you that way.
What has it been like working with Carrie Adelstein for you in the past and in this project in particular? And for you ladies, what has it been like working with Carrie in terms of her directorial process?
Well, I've known Carrie for, way over 5 years, since university. And we've been best friends, and we work together. And by now we sort of kind of know each other's ins and outs, and I think we complement each other where it needs to be, and it makes it a kind of a flawless process.
What's been great about the process is being able to sort of, Carrie sort of encourages us to make all kinds of discoveries and do and go deep and keep going and let us play, basically, to find stuff, which has been a really good process.
And it's just been challenging working with our unique space that we didn't have access to until the last minute, of course, like everybody else in the Fringe. But Carrie was really great at encouraging us in our rehearsals to just explore our own personal spaces and the characters, as well as the physical space, which was it's really kind of like a third character in the show that just kind of shows up every night.
Tell me a little bit about the rawness of the space in Kensington and how that complements the story.
Well, it's meant to look like a dump, and it kind of does. And I'm meant to complement that by also looking like a dump, which I kind of do. So what's great is that the moment the audience arrives, I'm preset on the floor and as part of the furniture, really. So it feels raw from the first note, from the moment you ascend that staircase, and it just escalates from there.
And as an audience member, you have to be careful not to sit on Julie when you enter the space, because she really isn't a piece of furniture. But yeah, the space only has a few seats, so we really are hoping that they'll be sold out, and we think they will be for the rest of the 5 shows. It is clean. We've cleaned it.
It looks dirty.
But it is raw, and I had a friend say to me the other night, "Did you use a soundtrack for that leaking roof?" And I said, "No." That was real.
I know when I spent a long time searching the city for places somewhere that would be appropriate, and when I found that, like, the front door is all graffitied over, and I was like, "Oh man, this is it. Here we go." And you open the door, and the stairs go up, and it's like perfect. Yeah.
What's it like writing for a female perspective, and what is the importance of strong female roles as women get older and are looking for acting work?
Well, I mean, I'm very close with my family, my mother, my grandmother in particular. So I think when writing those roles, it's kind of being like putting yourself in their shoes. And so I think, as these guys will tell you, that the roles for women at a certain age stop kind of becoming the lead parts, and you start to be mom number 4 and that kind of stuff. So I feel like they have valid things to say. So I wanted to shine a light on that.
I think it gets harder and harder to find three-dimensional characters that have that actually have a story, as opposed to are just there to further someone else's story, which is often what women become. And so in this story, they are the story, which is beautiful. Thank you.
And I always appreciate the word strong, because these characters certainly are strong, but what I think is more compelling about them is that they're real. They're very real people in real extreme situations, but I think they're women that people can relate to. So I don't necessarily think of them as strong. They're just real in a very intense, complex situation. And anytime when you're a woman over 40 and you come across that, as Julie says, not speaking through other characters, not speaking through our husbands, our sons, our brothers, our husbands, but just speaking to each other as sisters is just lovely. And unfortunately rare, but hopefully there'll be more and more.
And where is the best place for us to find out more information and to purchase tickets online?
You can do it's fringetoronto.com.
Perfect. And is there anywhere where we can follow your individual careers online as well?
Yeah, I've got a website, jamesfanizza.com, and for our theater company, theaterinspiteof.com as well.
Horrible self-promoter, but you can find me on IMDb.
You can find me on IMDb too, and I think I had KarenIvany.com, but I'm not sure if it's still up.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations, and best of luck with the rest of your run.
Thanks
Thank
for
you so
having
much.
us.
Thank you. I'm Katie Ullman reporting for Katie Chats in downtown Toronto.